Welcome back, Sagittarius, to the Existential Shift.
Hi.
So this will be your tarot scope for July. Thank you for joining. What do we have for Sagittarius? Most important messages for my Saggy seekers. Please, what do my Saggies need to know? I keep having the song playing in my mind, If Only I Could Turn Back Time. If only I could turn back time, if only I'd say what I still have. Something with regret. Either you or someone around you is feeling regret and wanting to turn back time. What happened? Show me messages for July, please, for Sagittarius. Ooh. 6 of Wands. There is something that has been somewhat of a struggle or an inconvenience, or just Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that is reaching its resolution, and you're on top of it. 6 of Wands is a sense of victory and success after a struggle. It follows the 5 of Wands, right? So maybe there was conflict, maybe there was disagreements, maybe there were different voices pulling in different directions. Because this is not victory on your own, this is victory with people, leading people, having people follow you, agree with you, take your lead, listen to you. Judgment. The reason it's working is because it's following a call. It's following a truth. Something is spoken soon, and everyone just aligned with it. Everyone just agree with it. Everyone is just nodding their head and like, yes. This might be with a partner. This might be with a group of people. This might be at work. This could be in a community, in family. But there's a sense of, after power struggles and people not being aligned, there's a sense of alignment where everyone's seeing eye to eye. And that is very empowering. And it's like you're reaching your, wow, this is huge to start the reading like this. 6 of Wands, Judgment. You're reaching your, if you had a mindset and you're like, I want to get to that spot, you get to that spot. It's like, we did it kind of vibe. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a need of letting go of the work hard mindset. It's like you're learning how to work smart, right? To earn more, achieve more by working smart as opposed to working harder or more. It's being really in tune with like the essence of something and what should be done and when. And there's no over-sacrificing yourself and extending energy on things that are just not too small for you. Honestly, I'm picking up on you letting go of investing in something or some things that are too small for you, that don't earn you as much as you want to earn from or as much as you invest in. And it's like you're deciding, okay, this is where I want to put my focus. This is what I want to give my energy to. This is the thing that brings reward. There's an understanding, a realization, a sense of focus. Ten of Pentacles. And that gives you way more pentacles than the Eight of Pentacles. Here is like working alone endlessly on one coin at a time, and it gives so little. And here they are having fun and enjoying life, and that manifests more coins. There's like an element of like having fun. And it's interesting that I have to say this to a Sagittarius, because the stereotype, Four of Wands, what's going on, Saggy? The stereotype is that Saggy really know how to have fun and really know how to let the energy kind of chase them. But here it's almost like I need to remind this to you. Or not, because you're going into the reading like that. Four of Wands after the Ten of Pentacles. There's a sense of celebration. Could be with family. But it's also extended family. I'm getting like a lot of people, like a group of people. Maybe it's family and friends and cousins and pets and neighbors. It's like something celebratory. I mean, I am recording this on June 29th, and this is the week we're heading towards the weekend of July, Independence Day. It's very much independent, July 4th. So something about this weekend, July 4th, might be meaningful to you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe there will be a really, really great get-together where you're celebrating something, just enjoying life. I wonder what that sense of regret we picked up on in the beginning is about then. I don't know if it was like something specific for just few of you, or maybe it will come up in the reading. Let's see. So far, so really good. There's your fire and your energy and your enthusiasm and your ability to connect people and to be the life of the party. But there's also stability and groundedness and connection and belonging with the Ten of Pentacles here. Judgment is almost like you're feeling like you found your sense of belonging, your sense of self, your sense of place. Some of you are just taking time off from working so hard. Maybe you've reached a certain achievement and you're like, I just want to enjoy it. I just want to rest and spend some time with my family. So the first part of this reading of Cancer season is looking really good. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I don't know if someone is feeling left out. You know, like there's a gathering, everyone is happy, everyone is like connecting, and someone is just kind of takes their leave and sits in the corner, or just kind of steps out to the balcony and kind of looks outside, kind of feeling there's a sense of needing to move on. You know, maybe you're stepping towards something new in your life. Maybe you're leaving a place that you actually really love and really enjoy, but you need to leave for some reason. So maybe this is a get-together of like goodbye, a celebration of like farewell. It could be. But there's a sense of like some of you are physically, geographically, are going to spend a couple of days, a day, 2, 3 days in the mountain. Like this could be literal, where you're just taking some time off to be with yourself, or to hike, or to clear your mind, to release emotional baggage. You have so much good things going on for you, and you're like, I gotta stop for a second and make sure that I'm not carrying past pain with me, because I want to enjoy this. So maybe you're taking a few days to kind of, I don't know if it's a trip or like being in solitary, to meditate, to release, to process, to do magic. I don't know. Something with the full moon and Capricorn is coming up. but I'm picking up sometimes between the 5th and the 8th. I feel like until July 4th, there's a celebratory energy, and then from July 5th and on, there's like a sense of, okay, needing to move away or move on from something. Interesting. Show me more, please. Saggy. Making room on the table. How are you guys doing, my seekers, my amazing seekers that have been voting for me every day? For us to be on the cover of Maxim magazine. If you're new, yours truly, Morgane, is nominated to be on the cover of a global magazine and bring forth the existential shift to a broader awareness of more and more people. Yeah, let's bring them over here. People who would not normally find their way to spiritual channels or content. And expansion of consciousness is about not necessarily preaching to the choir, to people who are like-minded, which is fun and great, but also to people who wouldn't necessarily hear these things. That's the goal, right? It's easy for me to constantly talk to people who already know, already agree, already understand, or want to understand. And of course, it will be great fun and joy for me because it comes with an amazing prize and a photo shoot with Jill and Simone. It will do me wonders for my career, for my life. I'll be able to take this channel to the next level when it comes to production value and basic sound. I mean, I'm recording this from my laptop. It's super easy. We are at the quarterfinals, depending on when you're watching this. July 6th through July 16th is the quarterfinals. I'll look at it in a second because I want to give you my full focus. I'm sorry. I didn't plan on talking about it in the middle. I planned on talking about it in the end. It just kind of came out, so let's just go with it. So it requires 11 consistent days of voting every day, not missing a vote. It's free. It's completely free. Link is below. They'll ask you to sign up to your Facebook profile, but that's just to make sure that you're a person and not a robot, to prevent fraud. It doesn't spam you or steal your information or anything like that. It makes sense. It's a really great competition because I'm competing with beautiful women, and I never disrespect my competition, most especially if it's a beautiful woman. So we need to practice the muscle of manifestation and of greatness by doing one simple act every day to support me and the existential shift, and I really appreciate it. And press one button once a day for 11 days. We can do that. And then the girl that is number one, first in her group during the quarterfinals by July 16th, will move to the semifinals. And the semifinals are between July 20th and July 30th. So if you're watching this at the end of July and the link is below, that means we're in the semifinals. And that means vote, vote, vote. Thank you so very much. Yeah, only one girl every time. They reshuffle the groups, the votes get restarted. And then, so on the first day, on July 6th, we need to pump it up. Pump it up. Okay, sorry. Ooh, I like this. Page of Pentacles and Justice. This is a financial or technical resolution with a system, or it could be taxes, it could be permits, it could be visa, it could be a contract from the 11th and 12th and on, which is a good sign because that's when Mercury is going direct. This is probably the details that you've been working on here, that you did everything you could do and then you just let it be, kind of. You let okay, I did everything I could do, now let's let the wheel take over. And then the wheel took over. The wheels of justice took over. And your investment and your attention to details will follow through, will really pay off. This is good news about either justice being served or something being balanced. Again, this could be your finances, your books, your employees, your boss. Something is being organized and cleared and fixed, and I'm picking up a sense of like relief. It's like there's a judgment here that could be literal. It could be like a court judgment or a judge. It could be as small as like, you know, you disputed a parking ticket and it got approved. And it could be big if you're dealing with something way bigger. If you are leaving a marriage, it's very specific. I feel like there's either a clerk or a lawyer or a representative, an official representative that seems modest, but they can do really good work for you. You'll be like pleasantly surprised at the quality of their work. So this is nice. There's Virgo Libra vibes here, very strong Virgo Libra. A sense of equality, of balance, of like seeing eye to eye and kind of compromise, a resolution. This is good. Show me more, please, for Saggy. There's several things coming up in this reading, so I don't know if I'm reading for several different Saggies or it's just a complex month for you that has a lot of layers to it. King of Pentacles, Three of Wands, amazing. Yeah, this is this Page of Pentacles that proves themselves to be a king. It's like they start modest, they come, you know, quiet waters run deep, but they're very diligent, they do the work, and then the result of their work, now this could be you, this could be someone who's working for you or working with you or cooperating with you. It could even be a family member that pleasantly surprises you to the level of their skill. Right? Maybe it's a nephew or a cousin or even a sibling or a long-distance cousin or a family friend or a neighbor, something like that. Something like in your proximity of community. And maybe they're making you an offer or giving you an idea or giving you an advice, like kind of, you know, they're not trying to impose it, they're kind of quiet with it, they're kind of not overbearing. And then it proves to be, and you take the advice and it proves to really be worthy, like valuable advice that helps you out and that kind of opens up doors to more opportunity and it kind of frees you in a way. Maybe it was something technical that was like holding you back somehow and they resolve it. It's like someone that is good with the law or with finances or knows a lot about the law. Hey, it doesn't have to be a professional. This could be someone that you know that has really good general knowledge because they like to research and investigate and do the work themselves. Maybe they went through a similar thing, so they already did it for themselves, and now they're kind of helping you do it. Now, this could be you doing it for someone else. All my readings, you can reverse the roles because these are general readings. You know, you decide which one is you and which one is other people. But there's an earth sign or an earth energy that really proves to be a valuable asset. Their advice just turns out to be gold and it gives you abundance. It's like, hey, by the way, this one little detail, if you do this or if you go about like that or if you focus on that and it kind of resonates, it rings true to you and you go with it, and the return is really, really wonderful. It's like a return of an investment also is coming up. And it makes you think that maybe you want to cooperate with them more or work with them more or even hire them, something like that. Or they feel that about you, again. Wonderful. Like you could be at an event that is not work related and then just chat with this person and that's how it kind of happens. Where you're like, wow, this person is an asset. Really cool. Show me more, please, for Saggy. What do they need to know for July? Aw, another more fire. You are on the table really strongly. I have 3, 4, 6, and 8 of wands, and I already have 3 8s on the table. 8 of wands, 9 of swords. Okay. You might be traveling somewhere, or someone you care about is traveling somewhere, and the other person feels like they're being left behind. Someone is like having their life really step up and go to the next level. I'm hoping and I'm thinking it's you, Saji. And if it's a cross watcher, then maybe it's you, and whatever. But there's someone in your life that can't go with you, or is no longer jiving with you, or you're no longer jiving with them, and they're like, I don't think it's you, because the reading doesn't show anything to do with this Nine of Swords. There's nothing that builds up to it. There's nothing that shows that it's you. I feel like it's just you're really on a good strike. You might be leaving someone because of that, someone that is no longer, it's just you guys are not aligned anymore. It doesn't work anymore. It's like it's done, and you're letting go pretty fast. Seemingly you're already in your future, and they're not. They're kind of feeling left behind, and it's a little bit painful. If you're a cross watcher and you feel like this is you, I'm really sorry. The Saggies that are watching me, although it's Mercury retrograding in Cancer and it's nostalgia and all that, there's so much going on for you guys. So you're still doing the processing of the emotion, but I feel like the vision is so clear, and you know where you want to go, especially mid-month and on, that it's like everything, once the arrangements are made, once the paperwork is ready, once everyone is seeing eye to eye, then the movement is really fast. I will do animal spirits, and also for you lovebirds, I say whatever the reading brings up. So these are general readings. So sometimes it brings love, sometimes it doesn't. But my extended is super focused on love. It's a double pentagram spread, a look into you and your person of interest for this coming month, and it really looks deeper into the interaction, into the narrative. Who feels what, says what, thinks what, where does it go? So the link is below. It's on Vimeo and on Patreon. If you go to Patreon, it's a monthly membership you can cancel anytime, and you get unlimited streaming of all the extendeds this month and past months. And on tier number 3, you also get lunar love readings twice a month, and all the karmic shift and liberation, which is a very big project that I made especially for 2020 and the 2020s for releasing of karma. So I highly recommend it. If you're already on Patreon, I do recommend tier number 3, but it's completely up to you. All the tiers have daily rune messages and animal spirit. It's fun over there, but you can also find it separately on Vimeo. Completely up to you, whatever you're looking for. And for those of you who wonder about a private reading with me, I offer private readings for my patrons. So another reason to join Patreon if you want to do a private reading. Okay. One last card to sum this reading, and then we'll move to the animal spirit for Saggy for July. What else does Saggy need to know? They keep coming in twos. It's so funny. A lot of cooperation. Wow, another page. This is amazing. Page of Wands, the Emperor. So this is like the grand, mature, mastery energy of the page energy. Both rule the fire, right? The fire element. So this is like the seeker of the element of fire, studying, searching, learning, becoming the ruler of the element. And we have the same thing here with the earth energy, page to king. So I feel like a lot of you are really growing into your best possible self, which is a self that is both this very, Sagittarius, there's so much fire, both this element of fire of fun and creation and life force and energy and passion, but also with the earth energy that is very grounding and very anchoring and manifests the idea into reality. right? First there's the want, and then there's, okay, what do we do with this? So you're and Ten of Pentacles here, it's like you're either in cooperation with people who really kind of complete your energies, right? And balance, and you both like balance each other and kind of bring the best of each element to really create a lot. Some of you are going really fast from being a seeker in your work or in your private life to an emperor or to a king, where it's like either your business goes from small to really big at a very short time. You might have a very fast growth that is grounded and good. It's not like detached from reality. It's not luck. It's based on hard work, and it's just now kind of the energy is just multiplying itself. So it happens really fast and really well. It's like finally you hit the jackpot. Finally sales go up. Finally in your emotional life you're feeling more mature, more connected. Like you go from the adventure, I just want to experience, to like, okay, I'm a king and an emperor. I just want to build something big that is long lasting. This is beautiful energy. There is someone in your midst that is being left behind. Maybe you're worried about them. Maybe you don't even notice, and it's just what they're experiencing. If you're the cross watcher that is feeling left behind by a Saggy, I do not recommend chasing. That never works regardless, but most especially with Sagittarius energy. You know, it's like fire. The more you try to catch it, the more it will burn you and move on. So yeah. But if it's love, if you want to know about love energies and the extended, let's do animal spirit. There's also a very influential man here in this reading that makes a very strong decision about a future. So this could be you making a decision about a future, or someone around you making a decision about a future, but really it's going to really affect some of you a really long time. I'm talking like 10, 11 years. This could be a journey that will start like a very long chapter in your life, a very good one, a very strong one. But 3/8, it will require a massive change and release of karmic baggage and of emotional baggage. I will say this, we do have 4 of Wands, and 3/8 can denote marriage, but it really depends on how it comes up. If you want to know these little quirks of tarot and the level of things you can know from the cards, check out my Tarot Masterclass. I created 90 pre-recorded online classes where every card gets its own class, and there's also extra classes for interactions between the cards, and I teach about the astrology of the cards, numerology, Kabbalah, Greek mythology. Like, I incorporate a lot in there. So check it out. It's on Vimeo, link is below. But there is a chance that, you know, this could mean that maybe you're meeting someone important when you go to a wedding of someone. Like, you could be a guest at a wedding, or you could be planning a wedding, or your best friend or brother might be getting married, like something like that. Or it can mean that you're going into a process or a situation or a journey that will put you on that track of really creating your nuclear family. This is very powerful. Okay. But of course, it's for just a few of you. You know, there are always hints in the tarot for so many things. I can't possibly mention all of them. It just came up really strong. There's a lot of like celebratory cards here, but the masculine energy is really dominant here. I don't pick up on a lot of feminine energy. So I hope the feminine will come through. Well, it will. I will ask it to come through in the extended. Because it feels like the masculine energy is doing a lot to kind of really empower their life and reach success. It's almost like they're preparing themselves. Or if you're a masculine, you're preparing yourself for the next level of your life. And it's really, really strong. You're like really on top of things. Animal spirit for Sagittarius for July. Yeah, guys, thank you so very much for your votes. I could not have done this without you. I can't do it without you. We're doing this together. This is fun. There will be so much extra bonus content in July as gratitude and reminder to cast your daily vote. Put a sticky note, put a daily alarm clock. It's so easy. It's faster than a text message. So if I ever taught you, inspired you, healed, encouraged, entertained you in any way, shape, or form just today or for the past 3 years, or if you've known me personally, maybe a decade or two, I don't know, I've been doing this for a very long time, and you wish to reciprocate, this will be a wonderful, super easy way to do so. I show up every month for you. I need you to show up for me every day, please. Thank you. So yeah, July 6th through July 16th, 11 days. That's the quarterfinals. We can do it. And once again, if you're watching this after, if you're watching this between July 20th and July 30th, 17th to the 19th, it's a break. But July 20th to the 30th, that's the semifinals. And the voting restarts. So, you gotta be hyper vigilant. I'm shuffling. I'm not, I'm waiting. There's something is cooking. Oh, stingray. Something is definitely cooking. It's funny that I said that for the stingrays. Okay, I'll explain. But I need one more for Saggy. Stingray for Saggy for July. One more animal spirit message, please, for Saggy. And bear. Wow. Someone is waking up from hibernation. This is a major waking up from hibernation, from a long period of time of being cooking something, preparing yourself either emotionally or professionally. This could be, psychological and spiritual, maybe like a time of being refrained from life. Now, this here, the stingray, is what is waking up this bear. You see the kundalini in the spine of the stingray and all the colors, all the chakras. So this is like an awakening of the kundalini energy, of chi, of life force, of like something triggers your, or you're doing this for someone. Something triggers the chakras, the energy in your energetic body, from the root chakra to the crown chakra. There's a sense of awakening to life, to your emotion, to your energy. Now, this could be a person doing that for you if you're the bear, or you could be doing this to someone else around you that is like the bear energy. This is an energy that is like, it's full of life and mysticism and magic and healing and energy, but it's like, it's not in your face to everyone. It's not like, you see that there's the, it's not that they're hiding it as much as they're not flaunting it. It's like it's almost like they echo their energy only to the right people or to specific people, or it just touches specific people who need it or call for it, that their spirit is calling for it, that wants to be triggered or wishes to be triggered, and then only to them that they're showing these colors. Like to most people they seem like regular person, but then with this bear they kind of turn it on, turn the energy and the frequency higher, and they turn the energy buttons on, and this bear is really, it's like an alarm to them. It's like waking them up from maybe energetic or spiritual hibernation, where life was a routine and life was everything, and maybe they've been super productive and super working, very emperor vibe, and then comes this page with a message seemingly meaningless, but they say the right thing in the right way and touches this bear just in the right place, and it wakes them up to action. That's amazing. That's so freaking cool. I'm seeing like this bear is like following this stingray and like what is happening to me kind of thing. What are you doing to me? Like maybe there will be a suspicion, like, are you witchcrafting me? Are you hypnotizing me? No, it's not that. Like, you can't be moved by something that doesn't exist in you as well initially, right? There's a reason why the stingray, some people only see their black wings and some people see the colors. It takes one to know one, right? It's like these colors, this energy exists within the bear and just needed to be reminded or triggered or like waved at. It's like I'm picking up someone waking up from like a spiritual sleep. They were awake in their life, in their 3D life, but cool. I'll see you guys in a second in the extended, if not in any of the other videos. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe, press the bell button, and turn on your notification to receive notifications to know where the fun, bonus, extra readings for you come up. Yeah. And thank you for voting. Link is below. Do so today, do so tomorrow, do so the next day. If you're curious, it ends on August 13th. But until then, let's focus on the now and rock and roll quarterfinals. Mwah.